So, the purpose of this blog is to show everyone my experience in India and why I decided to go to India to volunteer and how it's affected me when I got home, and to just encourage other people to really leave their comfort zones and do something really cool with their lives. I mean, like, in their lives. Because I think our lives are really, really short, and we don't see that until things happen to really make us realize these kinds of things. Anyways, so it all started when I graduated from community college. I worked really, really hard to get into Berkeley, but I didn't get in. And the reason I didn't get in is because there was a small error in my application. It was one number was wrong. One of the course numbers was wrong, and the whole UC system threw away my applications. So I was devastated and depressed for a really long time, and that lasted for about 3 months. And then I just said, okay, well, I have to move on from this. Like, I can either wait a year and try to get into Berkeley again, or I can transfer somewhere else in the spring. Um, but either way, I knew I wanted to move out of my house because I was really tired of living with my parents, like anyone my age would be. So I got a job, and for 6 months I had my own apartment, and I worked, and I took about one class because I couldn't do school anyways, and I just found that I was like super bored and not happy with my life, and just felt like I wasn't using myself the way I should have been in the world, because we all have so much potential, and I just wasn't doing much, and I wanted a change, and I just felt like God was pulling me, and He wanted me to leave the Bay Area. Not permanently, but something inside. I just needed to get out of there. Um, so I did a bunch of research, and I found a volunteer organization, and I decided, hey, why not India? Because Slumdog Millionaire was like the coolest movie ever, and it really inspired me during some hard times in my life, and maybe I could go and also help some of the slum children there. Um, so I did it, and within a month I was gone, and I was in India, and um, just experienced a lot of culture shock at first, just seeing the conditions of the people there, and a lot of the family, you have 5 people in the family, and they're all living in one room. Just things like that. I definitely can't explain it all, and that's why I would encourage you to go there yourself and do it. 100% encourage that. But I had some really great house parents. I had some really great roommates. My roommate John set up what is soon to be actually his own nonprofit at that specific site to help the slum children get into private school through sponsors. So basically, these kids who would never have had the opportunity to go to school, like actually go to school and learn English and make a living. So I spent an exact of 2 months with the slum children, just teaching them English and making bonds, and hanging out with my really cool roommates, which, by the way, I miss you guys a lot. Anyhow, so, I mean, like I said, I really can't explain everything. You have to really go there yourself to experience it, but I'd say that leaving the slum children was probably one of the hardest things for me to do. Just knowing that they really depend on you so much, like on an emotional level, to just be there for them, and um, they're like family and everything. So definitely plan to go back to India. But after 2 months and working in the slum, that wasn't the end of my trip in India. I still had 1 month left, and so I was actually planning to go to Mumbai and do some traveling and all that. But I had a friend of whom I met while I was volunteering who lived in India, who talked to me about his religion, and it's called Manav Dharam. Navdharam, and it's a religion that basically preaches all religions, and the goal of it is to bring everyone together and to just create world peace, and not have people say, oh, well, my religion's better than your religion, and if you don't have this religion, then you're going to go to hell, and just like all that stuff. So I felt really interested in that, and there was a 3-day seminar with political leader Maharaji. He's a really strong political leader in India. Actually, had no idea who he was, and whoever's watching this probably might not know who he is either, but he's got like millions of followers and everything. He's also a spiritual leader. So it turns out I got to be in the VIP section of this huge event. I got to sit in the front row with 500,000 people sitting behind me who would have probably killed to be in my seat, even though I had no idea what was really going on. I got 3 days of spiritual discourse from this seminar, and I got a translator to translate the Hindi for me, and I just felt incredibly, incredibly inspired by the spiritual discourse, basically telling us, this is how you can get connected with yourself, and um, how God is really the energy that keeps us all alive. And scientists can do as much as they can to discover what that energy is, but at the end of the day, we all know that it's God, or whatever you want to call it. If God is has a different meaning for you, or if it means something worse or whatever, then that's fine. But it's kind of the whole point of why I was there. I ended up staying at the ashram for about 12 days and getting spiritual discourse from a saint who was about 85 years old, just the coolest old man ever. And they're all dressed in these orange outfits. And he just sat there with me and talked to me and talked to me. And I just felt like all the questions that I've ever had in my entire life about existence and about why are we here and all that stuff has all just been answered all right now in this ashram. And I really want to share it with everybody because I feel like it's worth it for you to also have this experience. And you can have this experience, well, if you come to India also, but I mean, there's like a website, Manav Dharam. If you Google it, it's the first thing that comes up, and you can actually get connected with people, devotees of this, or like, it's called a religion. I hate to use the word religion because it's really not what it is. It's just more of like a quest for world peace. So anyways, you can get connected by going to the website. It's the first thing that pops up on Google. And so basically, like, I felt that this changed my life, and I wanted to come home and make sure that when I get home, I can continue to follow in Manav Dharam and just get connected with the people. And what happens is, after you're ready, they enlighten you. So you get something called the knowledge, and you get enlightened, and you get to start meditating, which I'm not ready to do that yet, but it's going to happen eventually. And so that's pretty much, I want to do this. This is what I want to do in my life, and I'm hoping to help other people also understand what it is as well, so they can become connected and find the peace inside of themselves that I also saw inside of myself being at the ashram, and just hearing from so many different experienced people about what it is. Anyhow, so after staying there, I stayed with another house family that really took care of me, and I really, really miss them a lot. But I just wanted to keep the story short and just tell everyone that I did, as you can see on my Facebook, I did get into Berkeley this year. And as devastating as it was for me at first when I didn't get in, I just kind of stuck with it. I knew it's what I really wanted to do, and I knew that God had a purpose for me to not get in that year, and that for some reason the extra year that I had was going to be something, really important, and it ended up being one of the most life-changing times of ever of my life. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. So I just want to encourage everyone, like, if you feel like maybe you're missing something, or like like you want to do something more with your life but you're not really sure what it is, like, I would definitely encourage you to go travel or to go volunteer somewhere, because I swear your expectations will be blown away. Like, I went to India with these huge expectations of my life being changed and whatever, but it still blew me away. And day by day, like, it kept, like, surprising me, and all these amazing things happened, and I met these amazing people, and I just, like, I want to encourage everyone, like, don't be afraid to do things in life that maybe they seem like it's hard to do, maybe you don't have the money, but, like, save up the money, like, don't be afraid to do, like, this is your life. It's very, very short, and we're living in America where everyone says we're fortunate, but you don't really know how fortunate you are. Like, you're never going to know until you go to another country and you see, like, how bad it really is. And so I'm just here to answer any questions anyone has. If you're interested in doing anything that I did, I really want to just help guide there and be there. And If not, like, that's okay too. Like, I'm not here to try to push anyone to do anything, but I did want to share my experience, and just think it's really important for everyone to know. And for my friends and family, I really missed you guys a lot and can't wait to come home and tell you more stories. But this video blog was just mainly to give everyone a recap of everything that happened, so I don't have to continuously explain it. I can just say, hey, go to my blog and you can hear about the story and everything. So anyhow, the moral of the story is that everything happens for a reason, and I was told that if you take one step towards God, then God will open thousands of doors for you. So take that one step, and you'll find some amazing things in your life. And maybe it won't be traveling, maybe it'll be something else. Maybe it'll be something in school or something with friends. But really, really missed you guys, and I just want to share everything with you. So any questions, please comment, or I'll talk to you soon. I just have to thank everyone who pushed me to do what was right. And my parents did that, and my professors did that, and um, my friends did that, and I'm now pushing whoever's watching this video. I'm pushing you to just like do what you know is right. Like, don't be afraid to make decisions like that are big in your life, because you know that they're going to be right for you. And even if you feel like you're stuck somewhere, like even if you need to leave, like I did, if you feel like you need to leave, like leave the country in order to like fix what's wrong, then just do it. Like, just do what you know is right. But I'm just really thankful to everyone that has supported me through all of this, and I promise you that it's gonna come back to you in a good way. So anyways, I have written a crap load of songs when I was gone, and I plan to record them soon and put them up. So be looking for those, and I'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye!